Do me a quick favor. Pull out a piece of paper, get a pen real quick, hurry up. Piece of paper, right? All right, so this is what I want you to do for me. I want you to put 30. Put 30 on the piece of paper, 30, all right? 30. All right, then I want you to put December, all right? December. All right, now here's what I want you to do for me before we get started. I want you to write down what do you have to get done in the next 30 days, all right? I want you to write that down for me. What do you need to get done in the next 30 days, right? And then what do you hope to get accomplished, right, before the end of the year so we can go into 2022 strong? All right, now you see what my shirt says, just execute. All right, now here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to write down the names of, and again, this is just a random number, 3, 4, 5 people that you love dearly. All right, so for Eric, I'm writing Dee Dee down, right? I'm writing Jalen down. It's my son. Dee Dee's my wife. I'm writing Jada's name down. That's my daughter, my baby girl, the youngest. And then I'm writing Vanessa down. That's my mom, all right? Then I'm writing Gwen down. That's my grandma. So listen to me very closely. Every single day I get up and I look at what do you need to get done? What do you need to execute in the next 30 days so Dee Dee never has to go back to work again? Now, for most of you who know me and you know my story, maybe 10 years ago, Dee Dee was diagnosed with MS, right? So she's doing phenomenal, but she can't work in an environment where it's stressful, right? It kind of, causes challenges with her MS. So Dee Dee's never got to go back to work, right? I paid for Jalen and Jada to go through Michigan State. Jada's finished her master's program. They work for the family company. My mom retired from Ford, but my mom works for me now. So look, those 30 days are critical. Why? Because if I don't execute, there are individuals in my life, in my business, in my church that don't live the life that they live right now. So we got work to do, guys. We got work to do. Why? Because we are leaders, right? And what we do impacts other people. Now, here's why I told you to write it down. Sometimes I get a little offended when people say, we don't need motivation. Look, that's like saying you got a beautiful Range Rover, a Cadillac Escalade, a Honda Accord, a Ford Fusion, a F-150, and you don't need gas, right? I don't care what kind of car you have. We need gas. And so that motivation, that's fuel. That's fuel to get up when you don't feel like getting up. Let's just be honest. Every Monday, we don't feel like getting up. Every Tuesday, we don't want to wake up. Every Wednesday, we don't feel like getting dressed and going out. So when you think about your why, the intrinsic value, when you think about the people you love, and you think about how their lives will be enriched and enhanced based on what we do, it makes you get up and go. So every day I want you to do me a favor, right? I want you to think about your why, right? The names you wrote down. I want you to think about your Dee Dee. I want you to think about your Jalen. I want you to think about your Jada. I want you to think about your Vanessa. I want you to think about your Gwen. Why? Because going from a high school dropout to a PhD has changed Jada's life. It's changed Jalen's life. Listen to me very closely. Being one of the #1 motivational speakers in the world, it has changed how my wife lives. It has changed how my daughter. You think Eric Thomas wanted to get up at 3 o'clock every morning? For those of you who watch me, you know for the last 10 years, I put out a video every morning at 3 o'clock. On Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday. You think every day at 3 I feel like getting up? You think every day at 3 I'm pumped up, I'm motivated? I've lost aunties, 5 aunts from cancer. I've lost friends. I've got friends in prison. Like Eric has bad days. But write this down. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what real beasts do. Write it down. Everybody wants to be a beast. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to have a successful company. Everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody wants to live the American dream until it's time to get up and do what real beasts do. All right? So I want you to daily think about your why. I want you to think about those people. If you don't show up, if you don't do the things that you're supposed to do, how that's going to impact their lives. All right? And then every day, I want you to look at it. I want you to get up and make it happen.